So Ken, it's no secret that of course cruise lines have wanted to adopt an all-inclusive policy for quite a while. Biggest competitor, of course, has always been ITC Land.
Absolutely.
Things are going in that direction, but I think you're probably the one that has, kicked it off here in Canada. What made you do it? How is it being accepted? And let's talk about all the other inclusives.
Well, I'll tell you, it's we kicked it off because we found a carrier that, quite frankly, didn't need the aircraft on the weekends when we needed them. And they had a fleet that was, that across Canada that we could pick up, and it played well for both our parties. And the all-inclusive concept, 85% of Canadians like taking the all-inclusive concept. It's an easy fix. Me as a consumer, I love it. You pay the price and it's done. And the inclusives, and what's included in our packages is the airfare, the gratuities, the taxes, the beverage package, a classic beverage package, wine, drinks, specialty coffees, bottled water. All the taxes. So it's you can pay for it now. You travel in February and you're done, and it's no more nickel and diming on board the ship.
Right. Now let's talk about the commission. Are they getting commission on all of that?
They're actually, some because we're taking full risk, on the plane, which is costing. Whether I fill one seat on the aircraft or 136 seats, I'm paying for that aircraft. So I'm investing in the markets to develop it, so I'm paying commission on the cruise-only portion because, quite frankly, I'm helping develop the market. I'm making it an easy sale.
So on that note, let's talk about the air. There was a question about whether or not Canadian North matches the quality that Celebrity has.
Well, it's an interesting question. Quite frankly, they surpassed as well the expectation level that we had for them. On our first flights down, we did some surveys when the consumers came back on our aircraft, and we found that we asked to fill out, how was your cruise, how was the food, how was the ship, how was your flight, and on Canadian North, and they got a 5-star rating. They serve hot meals on the plane.
Wow.
They serve liquor on the plane for free. This is all free. And these flight crews go to Iqaluit, they go to Frobisher Bay, they go to Fort McMurray, and all of a sudden they told the crew, you're going to Miami. Well, everybody on the flight crew for Canadian North all put in to fly to Miami because it was such a big excitement for them. So they were excited themselves, so it added to a lot of the excitement. So but they bent over backwards. Canadian North, without getting into too much detail, they are so customer friendly. We had one person who, unfortunately, in Hamilton, got to the airport at something like 4 o'clock in the morning, and his luggage was put on a Sunwing flight to Cancun. Canadian North had the luggage put back on a Federal Express plane back to Toronto. The ship had left, and the next port of call, the ship was leaving Miami, the next port of call was San Juan the following day. Canadian North took the suitcase, had it flown back in Federal Express, had the suitcase picked up by one of their employees, and flew that employee to San Juan, and he was standing at the pier with the suitcase when the ship arrived.
Good Lord.
You don't get customer service like that anymore.
Good Lord,
anywhere.
That's a commercial. And the price point?
Well, price point varies anywhere from $18.99. These are usually balcony cabin pricing we're talking about. Anywhere from $18.99 to suite pricing up around $3,100.
And that's including the air?
That is including everything.
Everything?
Everything.
That you
for
mentioned.
7 days.
Wow. Wow. Nice.
Very nice.
Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Wish you much, much luck for this upcoming season. I can imagine that for travel agents in those centers, this is a godsend.
It is, and I'll tell you something, quite frankly, I'm very blessed because I've got a great team out there selling it across Canada, and I'm very pleased with their hard work that they're also making it very successful. So a pitch to Brenda, to Chris, to Annie, to Maxine, to Suzanne, and to Amelie down in Miami. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody.
So big X out to the team. Thanks for coming in, Ken.
My pleasure. Thank you for having us, Nina.